After a long wait, the two-seat version of the J-20 stealth fighter, also known as the J-20S stealth fighter, is also once again good news. The second J-20S prototype, number 2032, appeared again. Only, this time the appearance of the 2032 is no longer the original, yellow machine, but has been painted with gray stealth coating. Moreover, the nose position of the aircraft has not seen the aerodynamic compensation airspeed pipe, proving that it has already started the stealth coating test and maneuverability test, and the overall project progress is still very fast. In addition to the stealth coating on the J-20S prototype 2032, unveiled this time, there are 6 other differences that reveal the corresponding technical details, which are as follows. 1. Cancelled the aerodynamic compensation airspeed tube at the nose, suspected to start testing the air maneuverability performance. 2. It is possible that the lateral DAS device under the nose was cancelled because of the increased scanning range of IRST. 3. The position of the front landing gear bay is enlarged, possibly adding hydraulic equipment. 4. The bulge in front of the inlet uses a new wave transparent material to replace the original composite material, and it is suspected that the corresponding electronic warfare system has been added. 5. The position of the antenna on the side of the fuselage has been adjusted. 6. The duck wing chord length is increased to further enhance the duck wing's control efficiency of the aircraft's attitude. Let's talk about the aerodynamic compensation airspeed pipe, which is mainly installed in the nose position. Different from the L-type fuselage static airspeed pipe installed on the side of the fuselage, and it can calculate the corresponding data without using the onboard atmospheric computer, and it can also collaborate with the onboard deviation measurement device to carry out the deviation measurement operation, and the early J-20S prototypes have the same position in the nose position. The early J-20S prototype has installed a pneumatic compensating airspeed tube in the nose position. However, the measurement accuracy and length of the aerodynamic compensation airspeed tube is related to the length, which will have a negative impact on the maneuvering test of the J-20S. Therefore, both J-20 and J-20S will remove the aerodynamic compensating airspeed tube and replace it with L-type hydrostatic airspeed tube when high overload maneuvers are required. The elimination of the lateral DAS device proves that the overall scanning efficiency of the IRST on the J-20S has been greatly improved. The original DAS device installed on the side of the nose actually occupies part of the valuable nose space. Although as a heavy fighter, the nose space of the J-20S is considered relatively large, it is obviously a good thing to be able to cram in other airborne equipment. If this tweak on the prototype 2032 proves to be effective, it will presumably be tweaked for the new J-20 stealth fighters coming down the pipeline as well. The location and adjustment of the antennae on the side of the inlet, and the use of a new wave transparent material for the bulge in front of the inlet are likely related to the use of a new electronic warfare system. Because the wing leading edge radar of the J-20 fighter is installed at the front of the rear main wing, it is certain that what is in the bulge bag in front of the intake channel should not be the new wing leading edge radar. From the position, it should be a set of a SQ-239 electronic warfare system, similar to the one used on the US Army's F-35 stealth fighter, which has a powerful passive detection function and can accurately track the radar signals of the other side in a very short time and indicate a precise defense. At a precise defense, in other words, this system allows F-35 stealth fighters to not only alert in a short period of time when they are detected and captured by the other side's radar, but also be able to quickly counter-lock the other side. This time in the J-20S inlet drum package in front of the installation should be a similar system in a sub-module. The adjustment of the front landing gear bay hydraulics and the increase of the duck wing chord length are mainly due to the significant increase in the weight of the nose section of the J-20S stealth fighter with the addition of a pilot and his corresponding life support equipment. Both of these adjustments were made to ensure the normal operation of the J-20S stealth fighter in spite of the weight increase. Of course, this degree of adjustment also means that the weight of the J-20S stealth fighter's mounted bombs has increased significantly compared to the J-20 stealth fighter. After all, when the Yusuf envisioned the two-seat version of the FB-22 stealth fighter back in the day, it had the intention of using it as a fighter bomber for the Chinese Air Force. Using the two-seat version of the J-20S as a stealth fighter bomber would also be a very good choice. Judging from the progress of the 2032 J-20S prototype, the 132nd factory is still very experienced in upgrading single-seat aircraft to two-seat aircraft. 130 Ton Field also developed a two-seat version of the J-10S fighter in a very short period of time back then, based on the airframe of the J-10 fighter. However, although both are two-seaters. The positioning of the J-20S stealth fighter in the J-20 series will be quite different from the positioning of the J-10S fighter in the J-10 series. The two-seat version of the J-10S fighter itself takes on part of the role of a trainer, responsible for training J-10 fighter pilots, but for an expensive fifth-generation stealth fighter like the J-20S, using valuable flight hours to train pilots is a bit of a losing proposition. With the large number of Coach 10 advanced trainer aircraft in service, as well as the reform of the pilot training mechanism, J-20S stealth fighters are basically certain not to carry out the training of J-20 fighter pilots. If it is to act as a drone mother plane, specially responsible for controlling various loyal wingmen, then according to the current classification standards of Western countries, the avionics level of the J-20S stealth fighter has actually reached the level of part of the sixth-generation aircraft, compared with the J-20S stealth fighter's avionics level, which has reached the level of part of the sixth-generation aircraft. Compared to the J-20 stealth fighter's avionics system, it is significantly more complex and advanced, and this kind of equipment is still in the PPT stage in Western countries, but China has already begun to install the test. In addition to serving as a mother drone, a third view is that the J-20S stealth fighter is a stealth fighter bomber. After all, some of the current large air-to-ground weapons basically use a composite guidance mode, including television guidance. Adding a backseat weapons operator can significantly improve the efficiency of the attack. However, if such a large adjustment is made specifically for the sole purpose of achieving this, it is obviously a bit of a loss. Therefore, I personally believe that the second viewpoint and the third viewpoint can be fused together. That is, the J-20S stealth fighter is both a fighter bomber and a mother drone, which can be adjusted according to the actual operational needs. In this way, the entire J-20S stealth fighter program in terms of cost effectiveness can be fully justified. In addition, with the US Air Force and the US Navy each starting to make a big push to promote their own sixth-generation stealth fighter program, China will certainly also speed up the sixth-generation stealth fighter-related research. The J-20S's powerful aircraft carrying platform, as well as its mission attributes that partially overlap with those of the sixth-generation aircraft, make it possible to test relevant important avionics and airborne systems for China's sixth-generation stealth fighter. With the experience of the J-20 stealth fighter, it is clear that the overall program for the J-20S is progressing much faster. If all goes well, it is estimated that the two-seat J-20S stealth fighter will be able to officially join the Chinese Air Force in the next 2 years or so, which will greatly enhance the stealth combat power of the Chinese Air Force.